Welcome back to best season yet, 2.0. Next mini series is Martin and myself hunting North Dakota. So we literally waited all year for this, but as soon as all the deer and elk hunt started back home, got pretty excited. We should have probably been out here a week earlier, but instead, if you guys watched, I went back to Idaho, spent a few days out there, which kind of drugged this out. But we pulled my camp trailer out here with my old Chevy. This is our first time back on the property. We have 9 trail cameras to check. So if you guys remember looking back in the summer, we made a trip out here. We made a flight to Bismarck and drove to the property with a rental car, and this place looked entirely different. We did see some velvet bucks, some nice ones. There was a couple over here in this alfalfa field that is now all frozen, and we put out a bunch of stealth cams. So this afternoon we're gonna hike down into a coulee that we set a video mode trail camera in a place we called the Junction. It just had a ton of trails, ton of traffic. So we're gonna go set that up, and we just got done building these tree stands. These are the Hawk Helium kickback tree stands. They're lightweight but still roomy. It took us a minute to build those, and our step pegs. So guys, welcome to North Dakota. We are total novice rookie whitetail hunters, and we're trying to come out here on a do-it-yourself style hunt to learn. That's the goal of this trip, is for Martin and myself to learn a little more about whitetail and how to hunt them with archery equipment using different tactics. So you're going to see a lot of different tactics in the series, and for now we don't really have a plan on when we're going home, so we're just going to try to get 2 bucks with our bows. So many clothes on. Yeah, this place looks a lot different than when we were here earlier this summer. Most of the ag fields have been harvested. There is still some standing corn pretty close to us where we're hunting, so I think that could be good and kind of bad. I don't know. But we're gonna mostly start out by hunting these little coulees. So you can see it's pretty wide open up here. And we're thinking that there's gonna be some deer activity through the day, and travel routes are gonna be down in the little draws. So that's where we have our camera. We'll start by checking it and looking for trees that are big enough to hold a couple tree stands and a couple guys. This is the first camera we're going to take a look at. It was set to video mode, and we just pushed a few deer out of here. There's definitely some good tracks down in here, even from the snow. How uncomfortable can you be? Alright guys, it's 3 p.m. We finally got set up. That was a ton of work for a couple of rookies. These trees aren't the straightest trees I've ever worked with, so we're both pretty slanted, but we're just gonna sit this spot. We checked the Stealthcam. We haven't looked at all the videos, but it's got a really cool freak buck, really nice, pretty typical side, then a freak side with like a drop tine. I think it's on the left side. So, but we're gonna just try to sit still and hold tight for a minute, let things settle down, but enjoy some of these Stealthcam clips for now. That's only one of 9 trail cameras, but watch some of these videos that we got throughout the last couple months, and if something happens up here, we'll let you know. Well, that's the first sit. It was cold. We saw one doe was coming in pretty close. She almost made it to a shooting lane. Not that we have a doe tag or anything. And then we saw a couple, I think a doe and a fawn, come out of the coulee and out to the open. So I think it's nice to have this set up. It's ready to go for the next sit. Might be a good morning stand, but the trail camera footage was sweet. It shows deer movement morning and evening, so we'll just have to play it by the wind and see what happens tomorrow. Give us heat. Guys, I swear that this place was detailed before we had to go sit in the tree stand, and then literally everything started just getting messed up. But this is a home sweet home. This is my 1964 Land Commander little camper trailer, and we're parked actually on the land that we have leased from a gentleman out here who owns a bunch of land and a bunch of cattle. We got cows right outside, and we have some hound dogs that like to bark all night too. So I brought some backstrap from my elk and also from a deer, and I brought some burger. But I think tonight we're gonna do like a teriyaki chicken rice bowl. But yes, welcome to our home. So this is some Mexican food we had on the road, a little bit of leftovers. We're gonna warm it up and just kind of eat it with chips and salsa. The meat is frozen as well, but it actually makes it nice for cutting really thin slices. We're gonna do, like I said, teriyaki chicken rice bowl. This is the easiest, simplest, but best meal you can make. Rice, meat, and teriyaki sauce. And I'll tell you what, it's good, especially with wild game. This is backstrap, so you know it's gonna be good. So we are gonna blast the heat tonight, try to make it through another cold night, and do the same hunt we did tonight tomorrow morning. And based off the trail cam videos you guys saw, it looks like a pretty good place in the morning, so you never know. Again, we're still trying to do the wind thing, which was crazy because down in that bottom we felt it coming at us one time. We felt it going against us when that doe spooked. Dude, never fails. Little Asian, little Mexican tonight, got it all. What we need is get a deer down so we can start eating away at it. See you in the morning, guys.
when is this ever gonna melt, you know? Friday and Saturday, everyone.
Here we go, breakfast time. It's 8:40 a.m. As you can see, we're in the trailer. Last night was brutal, but we survived. I woke up around 2 and the wind was just cranking from the north. There's been a cold front that's moved in with some pretty steady winds, probably 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. And I had to wake up to go outside to take a leak, and it was so cold. The wind was so bad. I was like, I don't think we're sitting today. I don't know. I didn't want to sit out there. I'll be honest, I wasn't about to go sit out there. I didn't know how long I'd last. So I think we're gonna cook breakfast and then make a trail camera run. We have 8 cameras to pull. We'll probably just pull them all because there's not enough time left to really keep them up and check them and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're at today. You're like a big old man. Watch it. Better watch it out, puppy. These are some friendly dogs. Interesting looking things. I don't get to see them that often. I mean, I see a lot of hound dogs, but not. What kind are these?
Basset hounds.
Basset hounds? You look so sad. You look so sad. Watch, he wants so much love. I'll step away. Oh. Give me love, give me love. Come on, baby, stay on there. 'If you guys remember from summer scouting, this is the one we put on what we thought might be some rubbing posts. Pretty sure it's on video mode. I think we'll just grab it and check it in the truck. This one's still working. 679 videos and 42% battery, so heck yeah. Beast. $390 photos and 50% battery. Wind coming right at us, and we're just really checking cams, but we figured, why don't we post up right here and rattle, grunt, see if we can get something moving down in this bottom. Of deer tracks in here from just today. Some good big trees for tree stands too. 2,800 photos. That's good. And the batteries are still on. I'll be honest with you, like each time we go check a camera, we strategically put them on what we thought obviously were the best trails and pinch points and funnels. Each camera, boom, tracks, like, which this is fresh now, so every track, almost every camera has had a track on it from today. I think this one's dead. This one, if you guys remember, back in the summer, Martin and I dug out this big water hole right on this creek crossing, just trying to give him somewhere to stop and drink, and there had already been a ton of tracks around, but it looks completely different now. It used to be all big canopy, nice and shaded. Now it's wide open. Alright guys, here we go for the midday and evening sit. Shouldn't even say midday anymore, it's already 1:42. We're headed to the tree stand that we sat last night. The good news is it has turned out to be one of the best trail cams so far. It's interesting, these coulees are really not that far apart, but the bucks that are within them seem to be the same ones over and over. So this draw's got the typical tan and the big freak, and then a few more nice 8-point. So we're just gonna put our time in there. We don't have a ton of time, so let's get in there and see what walks by tonight. We got a north wind, so we're coming in from the south. Well, here we go. We're all set up for the evening. A lot smoother getting in the tree this time than it was yesterday. So hopefully we didn't scare too much out. We did jump 2 white-tailed does on the way in. Got some tractors doing work, but that kind of stuff's just normal. So we're banking on them coming right down the guts. So now we wait.
Ooh, give me heat.
Give me double heat. Well guys, we made it out of there alive. That was torture, sitting there in that cold. I think when we got to the truck it said it was 8 degrees. And luckily towards the end of the night, probably the last hour, the wind stopped blowing, which really helped because that wind at first was cranking. We had a good hour of action. It was pretty cool seeing those mule deer bucks come in, even though they're small and they're mule deer. It's pretty cool seeing them come by. They both walked from 20 to 30, so I could have shot either of those had I had to tag for them. And if there was something we wanted to shoot. We fogging up? Yeah. Dude, we're fogging up, guys. I'm sorry. These conditions are not the best for filming. In fact, we're just gonna cook dinner, show you guys a little bit of what's up, and then go to bed. Yeah, the tree stands up. We might just sit there. There you go, another masterpiece. It's basically the same dinner as last night, except we added some yams or sweet potatoes. So guys, we're gonna call it a night on this video. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow, so we're gonna be doing videos a day, just like the rest of the Best Season Yet 2.0 series has been. Give us some tips in the comments. We're looking for any feedback. I know we haven't really hunted much since we've been out here due to bad weather, but we're gonna give it everything we got. I'd really love to get a North Dakota whitetail. That is the goal, so fingers crossed. And we'll see if we can get it done tomorrow. For now, we feast. Try to stay warm. That's pretty much the goal of this trip.